I would have been fine finishing out the rest of my life without seeing Bryshere Gray's tootie hole plaster all over Twitter. I'm done. And I kept seeing a few TikToks that were saying, whatever you do, do not go to Bryshere Gray's Twitter. So y'all know I got a problem with following directions. So I'm like, let me mosey on down to X, formerly known as Twitter, and see what's going on over there. Child, why I do that? This boy is over there busting it wide open, showing us what he got for his OnlyFans. And I'm just confused because I'm like, how did we get here? Like, I know he had a little bit of trouble with the law around the pandemic. Like, he had did something where he was in a physical altercation with his wife or something. And then he had like a little Mexican standoff with the police. But I thought they had got that under control. Now, he is from Philly, and when he landed that role on Empire, the city was going up. Everybody was excited to see him on there. It was all types of Empire watch parties, and people were definitely celebrating him. And he did the New Edition movie, and it just looked like his future was going to be bright. I recall one of his interviews that he did early on with Wendy Williams, and there were little whispers around that he was a homosexual, but that came and went because obviously his role on the show overshadowed all of, the noise that transpires when you start becoming famous. Now, Empire was every bit of approximately 10 years ago at this point. So I just assumed that how, he was embraced by fans in Hollywood, that he would have went on to do bigger and better roles. But that obviously didn't happen. Philly's own Charlie Mack was his manager, but I wonder what happened along the way that he ended up on OnlyFans. Like, that became his only option because he started out as a rapper, and he was doing the writing on Empire because he discussed this on The Breakfast Club when he went on there with Lee Daniels, which we'll talk about that in a second. But he was doing writing, he was obviously doing acting, and he was actually good. So what went wrong? But if you go back and watch his Breakfast Club interview with Lee Daniels and how strange the whole entire conversation was, and just their overall strange interaction and the way they were shooting each other certain little looks at certain points, it makes you question what type of relationship he had with that man. But either way, on the interview, he actually states that, we've became a family and we're close and blah, blah, blah. So if that's really true, and Lee Daniels is actually from Philadelphia too, if that's really true, how come nobody reached out or reached back to help him? It was a known thing that he had mental health issues as a child. And I'm sure Charlie Mack and Lee Daniels and people that worked with him knew this beforehand. So y'all didn't have no patience for him whatsoever, that as soon as he ran into a little bit of trouble, y'all just tossed him back in the water and went on about y'all business. Y'all didn't have no plans or no backup plan for this young man having a mental health crisis. Just, hey, if he start messing up, we just gonna drop him off where we picked him up at and keep on getting up. But that's why I keep telling y'all, Hollywood is a tricky place, honey, because they actually promote that and advocate for that. They advocate for mental health, and we try to do these different types of foundations for mental health. Yet you will know somebody or work with somebody personally that is having the issue, and you just turn your back on them. That's not adding up. Hollywood knows how to package mental health and sickness and turn it into money. But do they actually care about the causes that they speak of? That's to be determined. But I don't know. Y'all tell me, because if you ask me, something went wrong on that Empire set, because everybody was going crazy up there between Jussie Smollett and even Terrence Howard was having an issue when he was on that show. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Also, do y'all think Charlie Mack is still managing him, or did Charlie Mack drop him as a client?